To the Mess Morning Show. I don't know what y'all waiting on. This woman be cooking every day, breakfast every day. And she be killing us every morning. And I'll be listening to her on the way to work while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff make you get up and get out your chair. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing job over there. I appreciate you. Are you listening? Damn.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on, y'all? I came to start some trouble. You know how I do. How y'all doing? What's going on, y'all? Huh?
Yeah.
Blessings to you too, baby. How are you? Y'all know I love my intro. What's going on, Maya? Hey, Kevin. Hello, sir. How are you? What's going on, y'all? We about to do a little breakdown this morning, okay? I know I'm early. I gotta run out this morning.
If you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage,
it's good to see y'all. Thank you for coming around.
I always tell people on my channel, you gotta learn how to talk.
Intro almost done, y'all.
One and only, take heed to the message.
So we about to talk about something. Good morning. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen, baby. How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. So everybody that I got in the chat that y'all watching me, please hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate that. So the title of this foolery today, okay, is Mama, Why You Make Decisions That Put Me in Harm's Way. We're about to dissect something, okay? And we about to go into it. But one thing I want us to talk about real quick. Anybody seen the picture of Little Nas X being crucified on a cross? Anybody seen that? I want us to look at this picture, okay? And I want you to look at so many symbols in this picture. You have Little Nas X, okay, crucified on the cross. You have him with a strewed of cloth around his waist side. And you have the women pulling the cross up so that it would stand. This is just my take on it. You know, maybe y'all may not agree. But I want you to look how many symbolism is inside this whole picture. You have a black man that is gay, that is being crucified on the cross, and women are pulling the cross to stand at attention. Okay? And we all know when the cross is already standing up at attention, the weight that they have already nailed the man to the cross, the weight of his body on top of the cross. I want y'all to listen to that real good. Can you imagine? You have a black man, a black man that is gay, nailed to the holy cross, naked, strewed with one piece of cloth on top. And the women are pulling the cross up to stand at attention. That whole picture broke me this morning. I was like, wait a minute. But if you look at the society now, you will see that this picture rings true. Ladies, we glorify our boys. Symbolism, we glorify them being nailed to the cross. We glorify them being nailed to the cross. We glorify them being gay. Yeah. And then we're the same ones to crucify them when they come too close to sisterhood. I just want y'all to think about that. Just think about that. We glorify them being gay, and we're the same ones that will crucify them when they come too close to wanting to be in womanhood. Okay, so now we're about to get into something. A young woman, she decided to tell her mother that she was being touched. Trigger warning, everybody. And the response that she got from her mother, she didn't understand it. She was wondering why she got this response. So I want y'all to listen to this young girl tell her story to her mother. They're on a talk show. And the young girl is trying to explain that her mother never listens to her. How many mothers never listen to their daughters when they're young? So I want y'all to just listen to what the mama was trying to say. Okay?
Please. Like, I told her, like, hey, Mom.
Let me do it again.
Mama listens, but she don't hear.
Okay, give me an example.
Please. Like, I told her, like, hey, Mom, I got violated and stuff like that in January. And she lit a cigarette and was like, okay. And then she didn't say nothing. And I got up and I walked off.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was molested when I was younger. This is a triggering conversation for me. One thing I will not do is sit here and be ridiculed by my own child who knows I will go to the ends of the earth for you. You know it.
Mama,
no,
I didn't
listen.
Say, no,
you didn't say your piece. Now listen to me. And the reasons why I didn't say nothing. Because you know this already. If you felt like you needed more help, I'm not the one to help you with it because I ain't done with my own healing. And you know this. This is not something I hear from you. So if you needed that healing, what you should have did was got yourself some doggone professional help or reached out to me and said, I need professional help. So how the hell am I supposed to help you if I can't help myself?
Now, this is the problem I have. The young woman came to the mother and told her that she was violated, right? Now, the mother went into her space and said, this what happened to me. You know, I would go to the ends of the earth for you. If you would have told me that you needed more help, the child has already told you that she's been violated. So now it's time for you, mama, even though you have been touched when you were young, it's time for you to stand. It's not time for you to say, you know, I would go to the ends of the earth for you. You know, I would do anything for you. That was the time to do it, mama. My melanated sisters, I want y'all to hear this. Just because hurricanes and tornadoes have happened in your past, just because hurricanes and tornadoes have happened in your past, that doesn't mean that you have the right to tell this child how to feel if they have been violated too. You're not supposed to tell this child, well, it happened to me. No, that's not the answer. You're supposed to get this child some help. Find out who done it. Get the facts. Get it straight. You don't crucify this baby when she come tell you something happened to her. You get down to the nitty gritty. This is when you go into FBI Secret Service mode, mamas. Okay? This is when you go into detail. Find out. And I'm going to share something with you. A lot of women who have been touched in in the wrong way, especially growing up in my time. We're very protective over our children. I don't let my kids go nowhere. Don't let them go nowhere. They can't spend a night over nobody's house. You know, I told y'all this story before. Even our son. Don't you can't spend a night in nobody's house. I don't trust nobody. No, I don't. I don't trust nobody. Family too. My kids can go and stay at your house for a few hours, but they know the assignment. You teach these children. If you have been touched in the wrong way, you teach them the signs to look for and things that people do to make them feel comfortable. Now, am I mad with the mama? Yes, I'm mad with the mama. She didn't handle that right. Sometimes we put these babies in harm's way just because we want to have our way. There's another young woman we about to break down. We about to talk about her too. But I wanted y'all to hear this video about how she tried to justify not tending to her daughter because she's hurt, because she's been touched. Okay. Now, there's another story. We're about to go into this one. This one is a little triggering. So if y'all want to log off, you can. I have no problem with that. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming in. King, I see you. Thank you. Brother Love, how are you? Hill, how you doing? Del, how are you? So we about to go into the next one, okay? We about to go into the next one, and this one I will read, okay? Now, they say there was a rapper involved in this, but it's not a rapper. It's the rapper's father that is involved in it, okay? And because they want to make it look so horrible, they have to involve the rapper in this whole dilemma, okay? In this whole nonsense. Just make sure I got it. Let me go into it. Okay. So anybody know let me see. I just looked her up on IG. I didn't even know who she was. But they call her rapper Adore. Okay? That's her name. She got 2 million in following. I found her on IG. So according to On-Site released this, okay? But On-Site got it from North Carolina Beats, okay? A Georgia mother shared that Daryl is the father to rapper Adore, okay? The mother shared that Daryl Belly, with whom she and her daughter lived at a time, she lived with him at a time, is accused of an alleged assaulting her 14-year-old daughter. Alexis, the victim's mother, shared that she and Daryl initially met in 2022, where working as a forklift driver at the Home Depot in Savannah, Georgia. In January 2023, Alexa expressed a desire to distance herself from a man she was involved with, and Daryl extended an offer to provide shelter for her and her children in February. Now, mind you, she met Daryl. She met him in 2022, okay? She expressed her desire in January 2023 that she wanted to leave a man she was messing with. And so Daryl said, you can come, you and your children can come and live with me in February, okay? Now, Alexa claims that around 5 a.m., Daryl entered her 14-year-old daughter's room and allegedly R-worded her, okay? The mother stated that she left her child under the care of Belly, while she attended a funeral 2 hours away. I got a damn problem with you. 2 hours away, a funeral. 2 hours away, a funeral. And claimed before the incident occurred, she called her daughter to tell her to pack her bags, that she would be there to get her and her siblings in the morning. Why didn't she take those kids with her? She just met this man. Okay. So that's my whole issue right there. That's my whole issue. She says she called her daughter to tell her to pack up their bags. She will be getting the siblings in the morning. Her and her siblings in the morning. He got to her. Now the mother claims he got to her before I can get to her. Alexa told North Carolina Beast, he R-word my daughter in the wee hours of the morning.
Say that again.
So I'm sorry, guys. Alexa, stop. He R-word my daughter in the wee hours of the morning. The mother stated her daughter called her immediately after the alleged assault and stated Belly claims he was going to get pizza. The mother tells North Carolina Beast that she immediately called the police because she did not trust herself after what her daughter had shared. Lawrence was arrested in February 2023 on 5 accounts. According to the mother, after their arrest, the rapper, Adore, allegedly was apologetic for what her father had done, but then attempted to evict her and her children. Police were eventually called and they were allowed to stay in the residence due to squatters' law. Okay. Good morning, Tracy. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you, my dear. So my whole problem is you went to a funeral. You decided to stay over, okay? And the funeral was 2 hours away. Why did you not take the children with you when you went to this funeral? You just met this man in 2022. I don't even know when in 2022. You expressed to him in January that you wanted to leave a man. Okay, you wanted to leave the man you were with. And he extended his home to you in February of 2023. So you have never actually known this man long enough to have your 14-year-old girl stay in this house when you're not there. You don't know this man. You met him in 2022 working with Home Depot. He was a Home Depot forklift driver, or you was, or whatever. But you met him in Home Depot. You expressed to him in 2023 in January that you wanted to leave your man. And then you moved in with this man in 2023 in February. Make that make sense. You don't know this man, but you move your children in his house. You went to a funeral that is 2 hours away. And you decided to stay over. I guess this is your first time staying out. Stay over. And you said 5 o'clock in the morning, in the wee hours of morning, he did the R word to your daughter. And your daughter called you right away. And then she told you he was going out for pizza. 5 o'clock in the morning. Come on, y'all. Think about it. 5 o'clock in the morning. And then the daughter, you asked the daughter, where was he? He said he went out for pizza at 5 in the morning. What pizza shop y'all know that's open at 5 in the morning? Why did you, the mama, go to a funeral that you had to sleep out, and you do not know this man like that? You don't know him like that. You don't know this man like that. You leave your daughter at this man's house. It's 5 in the morning. In the wee hours of the morning, you claim he did the R word to this girl. Now, I'm trying to be understanding, but I don't like liars. Yeah, I have a problem with you. I don't like liars. So now your daughter is 14. We all know 14-year-olds don't look like 14-year-olds anymore. We all know this, right? So as the mother, because even me, I look at my girls, I'm like, these girls is getting big, they getting big. And I always tell them, listen, I don't like what you got on. When they come downstairs, I don't like what you got on. Go upstairs, put something else on. They like, mama, I'm like, no. I'm a mama. I'm in the house. No. If you're not dressed appropriate, you got to go back upstairs and change. Now, if you're in the confines of your own room and the door is locked, you do what you do. But when you coming down to be with the rest of us, you better cover up. I teach my girls that. Yes, nobody's coming here, but the point is, I don't like you dressed in a certain way. But I have a problem with the mama because how do you go to a funeral that is 2 hours away and you can't get back home? Why are you spending the night? Why are the kids not with you? You say you and your children. Tracy said, yes, cover up. That's what we're talking about. You and your children moved into some man's house that you met working at Home Depot. You expressed in January you wanted to leave a man that you've been with. That's right, King. That math ain't math. And you right, sir. You expressed to this man you want to leave another man, but you needed a place to stay. So he welcomed you into his home. And you went into this man's home in February. He expressed to you in January, you moved into his home, You moved into his home in February. That does not sound right, baby. That does not sound right. Okay, I see what you put. I have a boy and I teach them the same thing. Yes, that you got to teach them boys the same thing too. My problem is, mama, why did you move us in a home? Okay, where we do not know this man. You put us in a home where we do not know this man from Adam. You don't know this man. And you let us be around this man without you being here. You couldn't go to no family member house and stay with family. Since you wanted to leave your boyfriend you were dating, you wanted to leave him. You couldn't go stay with family. You couldn't go stay at a shelter. Yes, I said it, a shelter. You don't know this man from Adam. But you're going to go and put your children in harm's way. That's why I said, mama, why you make decisions that put us in harm's way? This is why a woman needs a covering. Y'all get mad with me when I say this, when I preach this, but this is why a woman needs a covering, because of decisions like this, that you will put these children in harm's way. Why you ain't leave them? Why you ain't take the children and leave them with their daddy then if you don't have no place to stay with these kids? I always say that. Leave these children with their daddies. If you don't have no place to stay, leave these babies with their daddies. You don't have nowhere to live, but you're going to go and put them in a stranger's house that you just met in 2022. And then you express, and they don't even say when you met him in 2022, because this could be you met him in December. Okay. And then you talk to him. You talk to him in January and express you need to leave this man. And he moved you into his house in February. Okay. 25. I see what you wrote. why they can't go to the funeral. Amen. That's what I'm saying. Why the kids can't go to the funeral with you. Okay? Now, the whole thing that we hear in the whole breakdown, it sounds like boo-boo the fool nonsense. Then it also says, okay, that when Dresser Adore, that's the rapper, told them they had to leave her father's house, this woman called the police, and the police told them that they can stay because of squatters' law, right? Okay, check this out. Your daughter has been the R word in this house. I said it. She has been the R word in this house. And yet you're going to keep your daughter in the same house where this monster travesty happened, allegedly. Do that sound right? Put it in the chat, y'all. Do that sound right? Do that make sense? King said, monkey branching 101. Tracy said, okay, she left one man to go to another man she didn't know. Nah, something ain't right. Yes, baby, something ain't right. Yes, King said that math ain't mathing. That math ain't mathing. Dell said, not at all, honey. Maya said, that sounds suspect. Yes, it do, baby. I said the same thing. It sounds suspect. It don't make sense. Now, this man that we talking about, that they said did the R word, to this young girl, he's a daddy's girl. He's a daddy. He has girls. Okay? I'm not trying to say a daddy's girl wouldn't do something like this, but you know, the psyche in a man's mind, okay? Because when I threw this whole concept at my king, we were talking about it this morning before I came downstairs. He said that doesn't make sense, because more than times when a man has girls, he think about somebody doing this to his daughter if he's doing it. Now I looked at my king, I said, you right. That do make sense. But did the daughter tell the truth? Did he do that? Or did the mother tell her to say that? The story doesn't sound right, but I don't even hear it in the regular news. It's not even in the regular news. I was trying to search for it. So I don't know if this is nonsense. I don't know if this is real or not, or if what happened is they found out the truth and then it was done. But can you imagine how many men have been crucified because a woman took time to lie on him? I'm not saying she lying, but the story doesn't sound right. So he R-word this young girl and then said he going to get pizza for them. Mama, why did you stay out? You went to a funeral that was 2 hours away. Why did you stay out overnight? Is this man your man and you were cheating on him with somebody else? The story doesn't sound right. It doesn't play well in my ears. Okay? Tracy said, this is so scary. Yes, it is. I thought it was too. I have a problem with y'all logic, ladies. I know y'all don't have any. Some of y'all who was not raised under kings, some of y'all don't have logic. I have a problem with it. Because when you do stuff like this, you put your own children in harm's way. From the things that happened to me growing up, I don't put my children in nonsense like that. I don't. Good morning, Blue. How are you? I don't put my children in situations like that. I don't trust nobody. You can't sit up here and tell me nothing. I don't care how long we've been friends together. I don't care how close of a family member you are. I don't leave my kids with everybody. I don't. I'm not doing that. I'm just not one of those mothers that just bounce and leave my kids. Even my king, who was not raised here, and in Nigeria, the stuff that we see here, they don't know nothing about. Okay. But yet my king does not sit and think that this could not happen. I mean, he doesn't just let you be around his kids. He doesn't. He doesn't. He just that type of man. He's like, no, Now he know this stuff. He doesn't know anything like this that this happens. Okay. Because in Africa, it may happen, but they don't discuss it. Okay. But in America, it's different. So my king, he watches over our children like he's supposed to. He doesn't let nonsense happen to them. Even when I remember we was going to a gala, this was up in North. Beautiful wedding we went to, African wedding. It was amazing. And I mean, we had a good time. Party was almost about to be over at 3. We dropped our kids off at one of his friends' house. They got a family, they married and everything like that, right? And they had someone else living with them, and he was a male friend, okay? They gonna tell my king, oh, they could spend a night, y'all could stay at the party as long as you want. When you heard the bass in my king voice, he wasn't trying to be mean to nobody, but he told them, no, I'm gonna be back at 11 to get my kids. And they was like, no, it's okay. You and your white guy enjoy yourself, this and that. And my king was like, no, we gonna be back at 11, probably before 11. So I'm looking at my husband. He's like, nah, not my kids. So we walking down the stairs. We get in the car. He was like, I'm feeling some type of way. I was like, honey, no, it's okay. You know, they just saying that we can have a good time. He was like, all right. Let me share something with y'all. When it got like 10:46, my king was like, let's go. We done. Give them the card with the money in it. We out of here. You see him flying up Elizabeth Avenue to get back home. Good morning, Big Bad Bull. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. This is my first time seeing you. So that's what I'm talking about. You don't leave your children in harm's way. Hey, Charles, how are you? You don't put them in harm's way. The decisions that we make, women, okay? The decisions that we make can damage our children's future. You met this man in 2022. They don't even say what month you met him. Okay, but I'm quite sure it probably was November or December. Because you moved into his house too fast. You met him in 2022. And then January, you expressed to him that you wanted to leave your man. And then in February, you moved in with this man that you met at Home Depot, which was a forklift driver, or you was the forklift driver. I don't know which one, because it doesn't say. But you, mama, took your children out of a safe situation. More than likely, I'm wondering if it was their daddy or one of the kids' daddy that you left. You took those children, uprooted them from this man to go to another man. The decisions we make, women, will make or break our children. If you don't have anywhere to stay, let these babies go live with their daddy. Let these babies go live with their daddy. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but the way y'all move is not safe. Some of y'all do not move safe. And then when the child come tell you that they have been touched, the first thing you do is go smoke a cigarette and then start expressing how much you've been through some foolery. Just like the video I'll let y'all listen to. Mama, your daughter who is grown, come tell you, this is another story, y'all. Your daughter who is grown, come tell you that somebody had violated her. And all you can do is light up a cigarette. That's all you can do was light up a cigarette. Instead of coming to console this girl and start asking questions. This is when now, if you want to light the cigarette, fine, you light the cigarette, but this is when you go into FBI and CIA mode. This is when you go to FBI and CIA mode. R. Payne, how are you? Good morning, sir. Marriage, politics, and sports. How you doing, sir? This is when you go into FBI mode and find out who was it that touched this child. I ain't say you're going to go do some rah-rah nonsense. This is when you get up the evidence and you report it. Take her to the doctor, find out, because you don't know when it happened. This is when you ask questions. Now, if she grown, ain't much you can do, but you're going to find out who did it so you can go press charges. That's what you do. Slow burn, how are you? Good morning. That's what you do. But for the other situation, mama, you went to a funeral that was 2 hours away. I want to get so indignant so bad this morning. But you went to a funeral that was 2 hours away. You didn't take these children. You just met this man. You just moved into this house with this man in February of 2023. That's what they said. And yet and still, you said your daughter called you right after it happened. And you said he got to her before I could get to her. That sounds dumb. Yes, I said it. And you need your behind. You need your behind, Lord. No, I'm not going to do it today. You need to rethink what you said. That doesn't make any sense at all. You did some boo-boo the fool nonsense. And the math is not mapping. It is not. King said, in a situation like this, no parties involved should be trusted without proof. Amen. That's what I'm thinking. Tracy said, we talked months ago about how these special uncles and aunties we accept into our family. Now you have this. That's the problem. Tracy, you right, baby. This is the problem. This is the problem in our community. You want to label everybody as auntie, uncle. Okay? Everybody, auntie, uncle, and you want to go stay with everybody. People you just met in 2022. You don't know this person from Adam because you're trying to run from another man. You're going to go jump in a lake of fire. A lake of fire. All because of your stupidity. You don't have nowhere to stay. Tracy, they probably are lovers too, baby. You probably right, honey. You don't have nowhere to stay. You go stay with this man that you just met. Why you ain't take those babies to their daddy house? Ladies, if you don't have nowhere to stay, and I know why y'all not releasing those kids is because the state giving y'all money. The state giving y'all money. Y'all getting assistance for these kids. You don't want to release the money. And you getting that child support too. Because if you release those kids to the daddy ain't gonna pay child support no more. That's why you won't let the baby go. These children go with their daddy. And you getting that public assistance. We all know that's the truth. Let these babies live with their daddy. That's where they need to be at. They need to be with their daddies. Their daddies ain't gonna let no harm come to them. They need to be with their daddies. Because mama, you moving deceitful. You on demon time. You moving wrong. Not now, I know some of y'all gonna say not all women. That's how the whole conversation get changed. Not all women do this. Sister, you like to blame every woman. That's what y'all say. That's all you do. You just crucify women all the time. You just disgrace women all the time. I don't disgrace women. I don't disgrace y'all. You disgrace your damn self. I just come and don't like what you did. That's why I say something. I'm not one of those older women that they see something, they don't say something. I say something. I don't care if you mad. It don't make me no never mind. I'm bold enough to tell you to your face you doing nonsense. It don't make me no never mind. I don't care. Charles said, no, you do not. Charles said, no, you don't. You speak about the ones that it apply to, in my opinion. You say the stuff that men can't say. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Slow Burn said, can't trust people with your kids. One mistake can cause a lifelong trauma. Amen. One mistake can cause a lifelong trauma. Tracy said, I missed some of the story. How many kids she had? It don't even say, baby. It don't even say. They don't even say how many kids she had. All they talk about is that 14-year-old girl. That's all they talk about. King said a few dollars here and there has a ruined generation. Yes, honey. Tracy said, no, just the one with the foolery and don't think. Oh, yes, honey. The ones that do foolery and that don't think. Those are the ones I have a problem with. But melanated sisters will get in here and say, not all, not all. Now, let me share something with you. If what I'm talking about triggers you, that means you doing a nonsense. That's what it is. Because when I go to people's show, when I'm on panels, and they say stuff that I know I have done, it triggers me. But I don't get upset because I know I done it. I done it. I know I got to eat that. I got to eat that with a grain of salt because I done it. But I don't get up there and say, not all, not all. You're trying to destroy the conversation. The person who's talking know that it's not all. When I get in here and I'm getting in and I'm talking and I release videos, I know it's not all of us. But I'm not going to sit up there and take the time and say, not all, not all. I'm not going to do that. We all going to be classified together. You want to know why I classify us all together? Because when y'all see bull crap like this, y'all don't even say nothing. Yes, I'm talking to my sisters. Y'all see nonsense like this, you don't even say anything. You don't get in the comment section. But if you see a sister like me saying that it's wrong, you got enough time, baby, to come to my comment section. You got enough time. You got enough time to go to Mrs. She Said conversation. You got enough time to go to Mona D. You got enough time to go to Bella Rings. You got enough time to go to Almond Eyes. You got enough time to go to Crimson Cure. You got enough time to go to Security Boss Unsolicited. You got enough time to deal with all these women who are lionesses and that are telling you that this nonsense don't make no damn sense. But the ones who pushing out the content, you up there talking about, yeah, girl, get it, girl. That's good, girl. This is true. This is what y'all do. Instead of you getting in the comment section saying, nah, heifer, this don't make no damn sense. You ain't got to call her a heifer. If you want to say sister, that's your problem. But when they do nonsense, I will call you heifer. Yes. Or I will call you a hyena from the boneyard. Shout out to Crimson Cure. You mad that I'm telling you the truth. What you mad for? You put this baby in harm's way when you went to a funeral that is 2 hours away and you call yourself staying out all night because of a funeral. Baby, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Because a funeral is in the daytime. They don't do funerals at night, baby. They got to put people in the ground. They not doing that. It's in the daytime. You got enough to get your happy behind back home to those kids. Tracy, why you laughing, baby? 0412 said, true words, sister. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate that. Make it make sense, baby. You ain't make it make sense. It sound crazy. Mama, why are you making decisions that put me in harm's way? Why are you making decisions that put me in harm's way? You have done some boo-boo the fool nonsense. Malik said, my mother left me with someone who abused her. Oh, baby. I'm sorry, Malik. I understand. I understand. Y'all women don't know how to behave. Y'all don't know how to act. You don't know how to protect. But you'd the loudest one shout when you don't need no man. That's what y'all do. You the loudest one shout when you don't need no man. I'm going to share something with you. Every home that have melanated children in it, I'm not talking about the other races. I said melanated children in it. They need a lion to guard the door. Yes. They need a lion to guard the door. Yes. They need a lion because hyenas and wolves in sheep clothing like to surround the house that does not have a lion in it. That's why when you hear people that are predators, they always say they look for the ones who don't have fathers. That's why when you hear predators, let me share it one more time. When you hear predators say, when they're looking for children, they look for the ones who don't have fathers. Because they know that there's a lion in that house. And if they try to cross into this domain of this lion, there's going to be some repercussions that I can't say on social media. We all know that. This is why they look for children that are not governed under lions, because they know it's going to go left. But you say you don't need a covering. We're the only culture that sit up here and preach you don't need a covering. I don't need a man. Hey, Bella, good morning, honey. I don't need a man. I could do everything by myself. I don't need a man. I don't even know if they have ever done stats like this, but maybe they have. But they need to do stats with how many women, no, they have done stats with that. How many women who raise their children alone, their children have been touched. I'm quite sure they have stats like that already. Because y'all sit up here and y'all be like, I can raise my kids by myself. I don't need no man. That's what y'all say. This is what you preach. But you have wolves and hyenas, male hyenas, even female hyenas, because y'all women do it too. Surround the home because there's no king there. There's no king there. There is no male lion in the house. So they know they can do something. Even a female hyena and a female wolf know that if there is a king in the household, she can't do nothing to the boys either. Yes, because they know things are going to go left. Good morning, Amanize. How are you, honey? But yet, when we leave when we say we don't need a man's covering, okay? Because when we say this, we don't need a man's covering, only say it when you don't have children. Because the children did not ask to be brought here. They didn't ask to be brought here. Only say it when you don't have any kids. When you by yourself, then you do what the hell you want to do. But when you got kids, you have to make sure they're in a safe place. Good morning. Newsflash. Government is not our savior. We are being replaced with people who believe in family. My problem is that in our culture, thank you, my dear. My problem is in our culture, we miss the assignment. And the one assignment we miss is family. We miss this assignment because we think that we can raise these children alone, because society has made it that you can raise these kids alone. That we think this makes sense. We're the only culture that think this makes sense. And I'm going to share with you why I say this. We the only culture that think this makes sense. 38% of us are only married. 38% only are married in our culture. I said it. How are you, my dear? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming this morning. That's my problem. Only 38% of us are married in our culture. 77% is Caucasian. Okay? I think it's 82 or 88% is Asian. And then 62 is Hispanic. Why are we 38%? Why are we 38%? Anybody ask themselves that? Why are we 38%? Y'all get this so confused that the children don't need the daddy. That's what y'all say. They don't need their daddy. But did you ask this child that they want to grow up without their daddy? Did you ask them? Now I'm going to share something else that this heifer said that y'all know I don't care for her. Priscilla the Queenmaker, she loved to sit up here and lie to everybody. I want to share this with y'all. Bella said, yes, I saw the interview. Said they look at the children clothesline to see how, who takes care of them. And the children without fathers, because they are no threat. That's what he's doing. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, Bella. That's exactly what I was saying, baby. Slow Burn said, I wish more women could take heed to this message. I wish so too. How are you, my dear? I see you. Soraya, I hope I'm saying your name right. How you doing, honey? Or is it Sonia? Now, Priscilla the Queenmaker has said some foolishness. And I want y'all to listen to this nonsense that she said. Vito said, no other culture does this but us. Amen. No other culture does this but us. And we think it makes sense. 38%, y'all. Yes, 38%. Bella said, Black women are not marriageable at a large scale. This is true because we act like men. Ain't no other man he doesn't want to be in his kingdom. There's 2 men in the kingdom. We don't know how to be feminine. I know some of y'all gonna be offended. I don't care. You came to my channel. I didn't ask you to come here. They just sent out an alert. So if you don't like my content, you don't have to stay here. You can always keep scrolling, baby. Tracy said, not familiar with this person. Honey, here we go.
The lower the people are, the more children they have. The higher up they are on the socioeconomic, the less children they have. Why? Because they have more responsibilities that go beyond biological nature, and they have more self-control. The people at the bottom have less self-control and are more governed by their biological nature. And so people are going to have sex at the bottom of the echelon because they have no self-control. And so men typically have sex for stress relief purposes. And they target women for those reasons. And since she is low in her self-esteem, she allows herself to be used as a stress reliever. Women don't realize that men see that once you have a child with a man, that in their eyes, you're already tainted and that you shouldn't have no standards for yourself, and you should allow men to just use your body and dump in you. And this is how women end up with multiple baby daddies, because that's the way those men see that. Well, she already slept with him and slept with him. She got 2 kids by 2 different dudes, so they don't care if they knock you up with another child. That's what happens at the bottom of society. The low.
So I get tired of her talking, but you know, she goes to everybody platform and they clip and share this bull crap. So, you know, you have you have to respond to nonsense like this. Okay? She talking about those Pookie ninjas. Yes, she is. That's who she talking about. Because if this is true, how come 75% in our culture are baby mothers, right? But it's not 75% in our culture that are baby fathers. Okay? Let's get it right. Lost in translation. Good morning, sir. Let's get it right. So if it's 75% women that are baby mamas, shout out to RBM. It's really 80%, but he said, let me be nice and say 75%. In our culture are baby mothers, but the baby daddies are not the same amount. So what does that mean? What does that mean, everybody? Come on now, tell me. What does that mean? Y'all all screwing the same man, and that's Pookie and Rere. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. So, as the Queen Maker like to say, men are doing this to the women that are the lowest of the totem pole. That's not true. That's not true. Because kings are not out here messing with Pookeisha and Rakeisha. Kings are not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not leaving their offspring with Pookeisha and Rakeisha. They're not doing that. You're going to stop. We're going to talk about don't forget their Quan. Listen, they not doing that. So I got a problem with what she be saying. Vito said, let me see what you put, Vito. Vito said she feels like that because she expects men and like that in her life. Oh, she got men like that in her life. And I'm going to share something with you. She played for the same team. She got the nerve to always talk about men, but she like us. Charles said, do that mean the same men is impregnating the same women? That's what it means. That's what it means. That's why Pookie and Rere be having like 15, 20 children. And they all spread around the city. Kings are not doing that. Kings are not doing that. Because they know how precious. They know how precious their offspring is. They know how precious. They want to raise these children under the same household. Because they want their children to be raised by them. Kings ain't out here doing that. They're not doing that. So why the number not the same? If you have 75% of women in our culture that are baby mothers, 80% actually, but if you have this in there, right? Why the men number not the same? That doesn't make sense to me. Tracy said, oh, nail my ears. But if I come across a short and it ain't right, I jump in it. That's right. I jump in. We were never left with anybody but our mother and dad. I bless my parents' grave for keeping us safe. Amen. That's what we talking about, baby. That's what we talking about. And Vito says she sounded like she had made horrible decisions in her life. She did. And that's what some of these influencers do. When they have made bad decisions, they come to social media and they tell all the younger women nonsense. That's what they do. They come to social media and tell all the younger women nonsense. so that they will follow. You don't need no man to raise your children. You don't need no man. Get in a mommy circle. You don't need no man. And just like I told y'all, when these male hyenas and these female hyenas that are predators and wolves, they surround the house because they know, they know that a king does not reside in that home. They know that a king is not guarding the front door. Because if a king is guarding the front door, you got to get through the king to get to the children. It's not going to work well at all for you. It's not. This is why it is essential for you to have a king in the home. But only our culture doesn't understand that. Only our culture doesn't understand that. Every other culture understand that you need a 2-parent home. It's only us. Because we get up here talking about, I'm a strong black woman. I'm a strong black woman. Black girl magic. I'm a queen. I could do bad all by myself. I don't need no man. That's the nonsense that y'all was taught. That's the nonsense that you keep. Because you don't want to learn anything different. And I have to keep saying what Sister Ali say. When Sister Ali says that women have the mindset of a 14-year-old until she learns something different, she is correct. Until you learn something different, baby, your mindset will stay the same. I have talked to women that's in their 60s and 50s, and they sound like little girls. Okay? They sound like little girls. Me and them don't talk the same. We don't talk the same. They the same ones in my comment section talking about not all. Like I don't know it's not all. Okay, Red Pill said, good morning again. Because the black family has been destroyed, there is no line of defense for young black females. A father is the gatekeeper who protects the virtue of the young female. Bingo. Yes, baby, you are correct. You are correct. Thank you. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. I gotta go. 1 hour, that's it. Y'all know how I do. Okay, I'm running my mouth for 1 hour. That's it. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to donate to the channel to help me grow, my Cash App is in my bio. And also the Cash App is in, in my bio on Instagram and my bio on YouTube. Also, if you can't donate through Cash App, you can donate through badges. I have badges on Instagram and I have super chats on YouTube. Okay. And if you can't do none of that, baby, I'm not mad at you. If you can't do none of that, please hit that like and subscribe button and share my content. Also, I have merch available on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube page, scroll to the top. You will see shop or store. We sell hoodies, shirts, mugs, and bags. Okay. And the material is amazing. I got no complaints from the material and everything. Okay. Also, my husband and I have a family-owned business. We pay taxes. And it is a clothing store online. We are in 5 different platforms, okay? And if you want to know which platforms, it is our main platform, ubmraxfashion.com. The links are in the bio, okay? On Instagram and in YouTube. We sell at Etsy, Mercari, Pushmart, and eBay. Any of those links I can always give to you anytime, okay? And you can go shop with us if you like. Just hit me up in the comment section. So don't forget, the topic of today is Mama, why you make decisions that put us in harm's way. Ladies, if you don't have any place to stay with these children, please send them to their father. Please send them to their father. Take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Instagram, I'm going to let you out first, baby. YouTube, my foundation, where I started from. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Okay. Take heed to the message. Hello, sir. Black Man Unfiltered. How you doing? Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Take heed to the message. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy yourself with your family. Okay. Slow burning. Peace to you too. Everybody who is a content creator, please put your link in the chat before I close out. So if anybody want to, they will go to your streams, they will go to your content and check you out. Please put your links in the chat before I close out. Okay. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Much love to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. And I have hit 19 and some change, y'all. Y'all doing amazing over here. Y'all is doing amazing. Please, I would like to see 20. I would like to see 20. Y'all, please keep pushing my content. I know my content makes some people mad, but y'all keep pushing my content. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. And all these other content creators that are in the chat, please go to their content, subscribe, check out their content. I only follow people that make sense, y'all. I only follow people that make sense, that talk real talk, okay? That give you that talk that aggravates you a little bit in your spirit because it's something that you're doing that is not right, okay? Shout out to all the content creators. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take it easy. Happy Sunday.